Good morning, students. Myself G.Radha, Senior Lecturer in CCP from Government Polytechnic Firman, Warangal. In today's class, the topic we are going to discuss is DOS external commands. In yesterday's class, we have discussed about the DOS internal commands. Now, in today's class, we'll be discussing about DOS external commands. External commands. Now, what is the meaning of external commands here? What is external command, students? DOS stores external commands as separate files on the disk. These are not readable into memory when the system is booted. Available on floppy or hard disk. Loaded into memory when we use them. Okay, students? So DOS stores the external commands as separate files on the disk. They are not readable into the memory when the system is booted and available on hard disk or floppy disk loaded into memory when we use them. So we have already seen that internal commands reside in the RAM, that is command.com. Okay. Whenever you boot the systems, they comes into picture and you can use the internal commands. But DOS external commands are stored as separate files and are not readable into memory when the system is booted. But loaded into memory when we use them. Only when they are loaded into memory, then we can use them. So what are the external commands? The extension of external command files are .com.exe. So let us see the external commands, that is format, check disk, disk count, print, disk copy, file attributes. Okay, students. So let us see the first external command of DOS, format command. So what is this format command? Floppies or hard disk cannot be directly used. Space on it should be properly organized. Organizing disks is called formatting. It is nothing but whatever the memory is present, that is it should be properly organized and used. Okay, students. So hard disk cannot be directly used. So what you have to do, you have to organize the disk. This is organizing disks is called formatting. Formatting is done by an external command, format. Okay, student. Format command is a command which is used for formatting of the disk in computer system. So format command is available as format.exe program. This program should be loaded into computer for formatting. The format command prepares a floppy or hard disk for storage of information. General form of format command is format drive :/s/v/4. Okay, students. So slashes, what is this option slashes with format command? Format drive :/s. So what it will do? Transfer the system files onto the disk. Transfers the system files onto the disk /v. It asks the name for the disk being formatted. /4 formats 360 KB floppy in a disk drive that is meant for floppies of capacity 1.2 MB. Okay, students, along with the format command, these are the options we have. So some examples of format. This slide shows you some examples of format. C:/system format A:/s. What this command will do? Format disk in A drive and stores OS in it. Okay, that is nothing but a /s. It is saying the option transfers the system files all to the disk. We have already seen what is the option /s is used for. A:/system format C:, format C drive. C drive, that is nothing but used for formatting C drive. So formatting means what it will do actually? Organize the disk. Organizing of disk is done in formatting. Okay, students. Now let us see the. So this is about the DOS external command format. Next, let us go to the next DOS external command is check disk command. inspects a disk or hard disk for errors and correct these if possible. What this command will do? chkdsk, that is check disk, inspects a diskette or hard disk for errors and correct these if possible, produces a report which includes a list of all files and information concerning the total and available computer capacity. Okay, it will gives a produces a report which consists of all the list of files and information concerning the total and available computer capacity. Okay, students, syntax of check disk command is chkdsk d colon path file name slash f slash v. So here this is description of the syntax. D colon path, that is nothing but a drive letter and directory of the diskette hard disk to be inspected. Drive letter and directory of the diskette or hard disk to be inspected. File name, name of the one or more file to be inspected for fragmentation. Okay, name, that is a file which we are using for inspecting. Next, slash f, automatic corrections of errors as much as possible. Slash v, displays the name of each files and directories checked. Okay, these are the options available along with the check disk, that is external command, DOS external command check disk. Okay, students, let us see some examples here. That is C colon slash greater symbol chkdsk. When you type chkdsk, checks the hard disk. Okay, students. Now, let us go to the third external DOS command, disk copy command. So, what is this disk copy? DISKCOPY. Disk copy command duplicates contents of a disk on another. Okay, we are just copying the whatever the content is there in one disk to the other disk. So, what is the syntax here? DISKCOPY, disk copy, source drive, target drive. Example here, B colon A, greater symbol, disk copy A colon to B colon. Whatever directories, files, folders that are existing in A drive is completely copied to B colon, that is B drive. Okay, students, copies the contents of diskette from drive A colon to the diskette on drive B colon. The disks in both drives should be of the same size and capacity. It should be, while copying the whatever disk you want to copy from one drive to another, the it should have, both the drives should have the same size and capacity. Make sure that the diskcopy.exe file is in drive A. Compulsorily, to execute this command, the diskcopy.exe file should exist in drive A. Okay, students. So next, so this is about the one of the DOS external command, disk copy. Let us move to the other DOS external command, diskcomp. So compares the contents of two diskette track by track. So what it is doing, it is comparing. Diskcomp means it is comparing the contents of two diskette, that is track by track. Displays appropriate error messages when the source and target tracks are different. Okay, students. So what it will do here in diskcompare, it displays appropriate error messages when the source and target tracks are different. So what is the syntax of diskcomp? Diskcomp d1 colon d2 colon. D1 colon is name of first drive, D2 colon is the name of second drive. Example of diskcompare is A, greater symbol, diskcompare A colon B colon. A colon space B colon. Diskcompare DISKCOMP space, you have to give A colon space B colon. Make sure the diskcompare.exe file is in drive A. It is also possible to compare two diskettes using one disk drive. Can only be used for diskettes, not hard disks. Only it is used for diskettes but not the hard disk. for comparing the only diskettes. This command, external command, is used for comparing only diskettes, not the hard disks. Okay, students. So next external DOS command is print command. So what is this print command? Transfers the contents of a file to the printer. What are the contents of a file is to be transferred to printer? We use print command. Syntax of print command is print d colon path file.ext. So d colon path, the drive and the directory containing the file to be printed. So D column path is nothing but it is a drive and directory containing the file to be printed. File.ext, name of the file to be printed. Okay, this is about the explanation of the syntax of print command. That is DOS external command, print command. Example, a greater simple print int.for. Okay, here what it is doing? It is printing. That is nothing but transferring the contents of file to the printer. Next, file attributes. So what is meaning of file attributes? Every file or folder has certain qualities associated with it. These qualities or characteristics are called file attributes. So read, write, execute are nothing but the attributes of the file. So file attributes are the qualities or characteristics of file. The attributes of a file are given below. Okay, students, let us see what are the attributes of a file. Read only. Attribute is read only. What is the meaning of read only? You can only read this file or folder but cannot change or delete it. Next attribute of file is hidden appear. File does not usually file directory does not usually in a directory list or Windows Explorer window. Means the file hidden appear means the file does not usually is in the list of directory or in Windows Explorer window. So this is hidden appear. Next file attribute is archive. What is the meaning of this file attribute archive? It is used with the backup, xcopy and other commands to control backup process. So for backup process means that is storing, that is backup. What is the meaning of backup? You're storing the data for further future references. So archive is the attribute used with backup, xcopy and other commands to control backup processes. Next, system. It designates a file as a system file directories with the system attribute are not shown in directories listing. Okay, it designates a file as a system files. File with the system attribute are not shown in the directory listing. Okay, students, so these are the attributes of file. What are the file attributes? Qualities or characteristics are called file attributes. Next, attrib command. So let us move to the next DOS external command is attrib command, attrib. Okay, what is this attrib command used for? Used to show attributes of a file. Okay, so we have already seen what are the attributes of a file: read only, hidden appear, archive, system. So attrib is an external DOS command used to show attributes of a file, used to set or change the attributes. Okay, it is used to, this attrib DOS external command is also used to change the attributes. It is also used to show the attributes and also set or change the attributes. So what is the syntax of attrib command? Attrib, attrib, plus r slash minus r plus a minus a. So these are the options you have: plus s minus s plus h slash minus h, drive, then path, file name, then slashes. So this is the syntax of attrib command. So let us see the explanation of this syntax, that is Drive path. What is this drive path? Specifies the location name of the file or set of files you want to process. Okay. Next, plus R. What is the meaning of plus R? Options. So changes specified files to read only, which means the files cannot be overwritten or erased. Minus R. Changes specified files to read oblique write, which means the file may be overwritten or erased. Plus R means you can only read it. Minus R means you can read it and write it. Make changes in the means edit. You can make changes in the file. Plus A sets file settings to archived. So what is the meaning of archived? We have seen, students, that is the it is used with the backup xcopy and the other commands to control backup process. Archive is used to control the backup process. Next, minus A clears the archive file attributes. Plus A sets file settings to archived. Minus A clears the archive file attribute. Plus S sets the file as a system file. Minus S clears the system file attribute. Plus H. Next option is plus H. Changes specified files to hidden, which means the files will not be visible to most DOS operations. Minus H makes hidden files visible again. Next option is slash S along with attrib command. Processes files in the current directory and all of its subdirectories. Okay, students. Slash S is the option which is used for processing the files in the current directory and all of its subdirectories. So let us see the example of attrib command. To display all attributes of files on the current directory, type the following command: a greater symbol attrib. Okay. Now let us see practically. I'll be opening the command prompt here and show you practically what is this attrib command, external DOS command. Okay, students, this is a DOS prompt, command prompt here. So you are in the C drive. So when I type attrib, so it is giving that is nothing but a options. That is nothing but it is giving the attributes. See, it is giving the, that is in C drive you have boot mgr, boot nxt, hyperfile.sys, all these things. It is giving attributes. That is a list here. Okay, students. Now let us move to the go to this our PPT PowerPoint presentation. Back to PPT, that is, so we have seen here. So example, next, to display attributes of a file named address.txt in the current drive, a greater symbol attrib address.txt. So what you have to do for displaying the attributes of that file named address.txt, to assign the read-only attribute to the file address.txt, what you have to do to assign the read-only attribute to the file address.txt, what you have to do, a greater symbol attrib plus r address.txt. To remove read-only attribute, a greater symbol attrib minus r address.txt. Okay, students. So this is about the attribute command, that is DOS, one of the DOS external command, attribute. Attribute. That is one of the DOS external command is attributes. Okay, let us move to the next DOS external command, unformat command. What is this unformat command? Let us see what is this unformat command. The unformat command is used to restore a formatted drive to its original state. Okay, suppose sometimes situations comes that we want to format the drives. Okay, formatting means removing all that whatever data, that is clearing the drive, that is nothing but making the drive empty, formatting, removing the unwanted files. So let us see the syntax of unformat command, that is restores a disk erased by the format command or restructured by the recovery command. That is what is syntax here, unformat drive colon slash j. These are the options you have, unformat drive colon slash u slash l slash test slash p, unformat slash partn slash n. Now let us see what is this explanation of these options you have, that is parameters. What is this drive colon? Specifies the drive to unformat slash j. Verifies that the mirror files agree with the system information on the disk slash u. Unformats without using mirror files slash l. Lists all files and directory names found or when used with the slash partn switch. Displays current partition tables slash test. Displays information but does not write changes to disk slash p. Sends output messages to a printer connected to LPT1 slash p slash partn. Restores disk partition tables. So these are the options, that is nothing but the options you have with the unformat command, DOS external command unformat. Examples, unformat c colon, command specified to unformat drive c colon if it was formatted. Next DOS external command is sort command. The sort command is used to filter input and then displays the result on a computer monitor or writes them to a file. Is used to filter input and then displays the results on a computer monitor or writes them to a file. So what is the syntax of sort? Sort slash r slash present drive 1 colon path file name 1 drive 2 colon path 2 file name 2 command. Sort slash r slash present greater symbol drive 2 colon path 2 file name. So these are the arguments we have with the sort command. So what is this slash r? Reverses the sort order, that is sorts z to a then 9 to 0. So that is descending order. By default, sort command lists the values in ascending order, that is a to z and 0 to 9. So slash r is the option which reverses the sort order. Slash plus n sorts the file according to the characters in column n. Drive 1 column path 1 file name specifies files to be sorted. Drive 2 column path 2 file name 2 specifies a file where the sorted input is to be stored. So this is a file name 1 is nothing but a file to be sorted. File name 2 is a file where we have to store the sorted input. Next command specifies a command whose output is to be sorted. Examples, sort test.txt. This command would display the sorted results of the text in test.txt. Sort test.txt slash o output.txt. This next command takes the sorted results and store them in the output.txt file. Okay, students. First, it will sort the data in the text.txt and then stores the whatever results in the output.txt. So this is about the sort command, which is DOS, one of the DOS external command. Okay, students. Next DOS external command is tree command. So what is this tree command? Tree command allows the user to view an easy to read list of files and folders. Okay. So syntax of tree command means it allows the user to view an easy to read list of files and folders. You have tree, that is nothing but the word tree itself indicates we can see all the files and folders in a drive or directory, subdirectory. Okay, students. Syntax tree, drive colon path slash f slash a, drive colon slash path, drive and directory containing disk for the display of directory structure slash f, that is options, that is a parameters what you have arguments, that is displays the file names contained in each directory slash f when used with tree command. Slash a, extended characters used for linking lines instead of graphic characters. Slash a is used with code pages that do not support graphics characters and to send output to printers that do not properly interpret graphic characters. Okay, students. Now this is a tree DOS external command with arguments, that is nothing but the options. With this command tree command we have options slash f slash a. So let us see the example of tree command. Now in this slide you can see the output here, how the tree command output will be. The tree command typed alone produces a listing and overview of the current directory. See here, students, in this picture you have C drive. In C drive, when you type tree command, DOS external command, it gives the list of all the directories, subdirectories, folders, files like this. So you can see here like this. In the example, C colon is the current directory, banners is one of the directories, and big is a subdirectory of the CDN directory. So big is a here, CDN is a directory and subdirectory is big. So this is about the tree command. So tree command, it lists all, it is an easy way to view all the files and folders in the directory, subdirectory. Okay. Now let us go to the other DOS external command is replace command. So what is this replace command? Replaces files. If used with the option slash a option, replaces, replace adds new files to a replace adds new file to a directory instead of replacing existing files. Okay, students. Syntax of replace command. Replace drive 1 colon path 1 file name, drive 2 colon path 2 slash a slash p slash r slash w, then replace drive 1 colon path 1 file name, drive 2 colon path 2 with these arguments, these options. Okay, slash p slash r slash s slash w slash u. So let us see the parameters here. Drive 1 colon path 1 file name. What is this one? Specifies the location and name of the source file or set of files. File name is required and can include wildcard characters. That is, what are the wildcard characters? Star and question mark. Drive to colon path 2 specifies the location of the destination file. This is source file and this is destination file. Replacing. What you are doing? What is the meaning of replacing? You are changing the place from one location to the other location. So you cannot specify a file name for files you replace. If you do not specify a drive or path, replace uses the current drive and directory as the destination slash a. So these are the parameters you have with the replace command, that is nothing but the options. Slash a adds new files to the destination directory instead of replacing existing files. What it will do when slash a is the option, adds new files to the destination directory instead of replacing existing file. You cannot use this command line option with the slashes or slash u command line option. Next is slash p. Prompts you for confirmation before replacing a destination file or adding a source file. Slash r replaces read-only and unprotected files. Replaces read-only and unprotected files. If you attempt to replace a read-only file but you do not specify slash r, an error results and stops the replacement operation. Slash w waits for you to insert a disk before the search for source files begins. If you do not specify slash w, replace begins replacing or adding files immediately after you press enter. Slash s searches all subdirectories in the destination directory and replaces matching files. Searches this option, what it will do? It searches all subdirectories in the destination directory and replaces matching files. You cannot use slashes with the slash a command line option. The replace command does not search subdirectories that are specified in path 1. Slash u replaces only those files on the destination directory that are older than those in the source directory. So these are the options along with the replace DOS external command. Okay, students, you can practice in the lab, in the computer lab, by taking the notes. You cannot use slash u with the slash a command line option. Slash question mark displays help at the command line command prompt. So slash question mark, what it will do? It displays help at the command prompt. So these are the options along with the replace DOS external commands. Okay, students. So this is an explanation of all the options, that is parameters you have along with this replace command. Examples. Let us see the examples of replace command. Replace a colon slash phones dot cli c colon slash s. So this is a command to update all the versions of a file named phones.cli which appear in multiple directories on drive C with the latest version of phones.cli file from a floppy disk in drive A. To update all the versions of a file named phones.cli which appear in multiple directories on drive C with the latest version of the phones.cli file from a floppy disk in drive A. Okay, students. So these are about the DOS external commands we are discussing. So we have discussed about the DOS external command is format command, chk dsk command, and we have seen disk copy, disk compare, print command, file attributes, unformat command, sort command. Now let us proceed to the quiz part of today's class. today's topic. Quiz part of whatever we have discussed. Today's topic is first question. The attributes of a file are options. He has option given is A read only, B hidden, C archive, D system. So what is the answer here, students? And the E has given, that is fifth option, is all. So the answer is all. What are the attributes of a file? Read only, hidden, archive, system. Okay, students. Second question. Dash commands prepares a floppy or hard disk for storage of information. Dash command prepares a floppy or hard disk for storage of information. What is the command used for storage of hard disk? Prepares a floppy or hard disk for storage of information is, that is nothing but the options given is A check disk, B disk compare, C format, D all. So format is the command which prepares a floppy or hard disk for storage of information. Format. Third question. Let us see the third quiz question. The command to copy contents of a disk to a new disk. Diskette. Options A check disk, option B disk copy, option C disk compare, option D copy. So what is the answer here, students? The command to copy contents of a disk to a new diskette is nothing but disk copy. Okay. So now let us come to the assignment part. Today I am giving you the assignment that you have to do at home, and we'll be discussing in tomorrow's class. So explain the attributes of a file and show how you can change them. So what is the question for assignment today? Homework. Explain the attributes of a file and show how you can change them. Okay, students. So make a note of this question and prepare as a homework assignment. Okay, for today's class. Now let us go to the next slide, that is which displays the frequently asked questions in previously end semester examinations. So what is the first question? Explain format command. Second question, explain the check disk command. Third question, explain the following DOS external commands, that is A print, B retrieve. Fourth question, explain disk copy, disk compare. Okay, students. So these are the questions which has been asked previously in the end semester examinations. So for today, so these are the topics which have we have discussed in today's class, and I think students you got an idea about the DOS external commands we have discussed today, and you're clear about these DOS external commands. Okay, so that is format, check disk, then disk copy, disk compare, print, file attributes, unformat, sort command. Okay, students. So these are the DOS external commands for today's class. So I'll end the class here. Okay, students. Bye. Bye for today.